of one thing.
Oh,
It's the
Esmico.
beginning of another.
They
And they take a
are
Valentina.
switching up.
Yeah.
Valentina for Lancy. Now we're talking. Now they won't lack onto the crowd controls. They have the firepower.
Oh no.
They have the setup. Onic Philippines, is this a flex show?
No, Kelra, you don't go Nathan. This is so greedy. This is so greedy. You have a YSS, the niche protection. You don't go Nathan.
We see some reaction. We hear some reactions, of course, across the other broadcasts.
No, you go something else. You go something else. You go Lunox Gold, I believe. You take a different mid. No!
He locks it in. It's going to be a Nathan Gold lane. Is this the hero that will turn things around into the favor of Onic Philippines? But for this draft, Wolf, I see some frustration in your face, especially onto that last pick for Onic PH.
I mean, it shows that the draft is equal, but TNC dominates early to mid-game, and Onic is greedy as hell. They need all the farm that they can get, but how could you against Alice, Khalid, and Esmeralda?
But let's see on how will they ride the tide. Is it time for them to bow down as Onic slowly crumbles down? TNC waiting for the final point. Let's head on over to the land of broadcasters. It's your turn.
We are approaching the point of no return as TNC go into Game 4 at match point. Onic PH have one chance, one more game to turn this around, to take us all the way.
Mobile Legends.
Who would have thought we'd actually arrive at this point? And who would have thought we'd be seeing the M6 World Champions in this dilemma?
Not me, Brigada, not me, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna throw my predictions out the window. The way things are going, TNC are changing the game.
And if I look at Onyx draft, heading into this very important game, I'm feeling a mixture of accepting the fact that there has to be some change, while also still banking on comfort, on Kelra's signature playstyle when he is on a marksman.
It's a hard carry game for the Super Fam, as he and King Kong will take up all the farm, and just the same, they put a hero on Brusco that can playmate, that can disrupt Chaknu's quick sand guard, which again, he's played this already in the playoffs, and we've seen how he can build in full damage. I think TNC have to watch their steps here. They can't overheat.
Yeah. Good thing for Onic though is that given that they have this, well, as Midnight may call it, very greedy lineup, which you can somehow depend on for some damage, even when we are just in the early stages of the game. They're playing it with just the right amount of aggression. So we don't see any lanes really that far behind or losing out completely.
It's a small lead for the Super Fam, and the conservative play from Super Prince allows Zaida to greed out and take the small camp. Chaknu on his back, the knock by Brusco.
Oh, that's a flicker already forced out from the Mamba. So Onic might have a slight upper hand here, but Kirk doesn't have his level 4 yet.
There's a Mount Shocker. King Kong sees them all. Turtle at half health.
I'm so not used to it. I thought it's the EXP lane, but it is what it is. Right now, who will get the turtle? It's King Kong! A clutch knockup from Brusco, denying him that off cam, though Kelra goes down, and now Onic are trying to look for more. They take down 3mar, but I can't imagine what happened down bottom.
Yeah, no. Besides what happened in the turtle pit, very sad. TNC miss out. Moving on. That fight in the bottom, what was that? We missed out. We can only speculate, but Benny committed his flicker. Kelra did not. But a kill is a kill. Like, I would take Benny's position any day.
It's an Esmeralda. So you would assume that Kelra should be keeping his distance, but I don't know if the flicker was just able to force his way through.
That means Kelra overstayed.
But then he has...
Because you see, Entropy is used up. To be fair, it did not cost him too much. It put him down maybe 200 gold. Up top though, Kirk.
It's just very uncharacteristic of the gold standard.
Oh
but Chaknu! We did highlight Chaknu, but Onic with the damage they have might just be enough.
Kelra here with that half health. Click that Entropy defensively. TNC signs of overheating. 3.5 minutes in, they may be forcing too much away from Onic that is costing them.
Yeah. Chakno might have to be a bit more careful in the rotations that he does. Because in as much as you'd like to think that he's just doing it on his own and he's just gathering information for TNC, it's like Onic are the ones following him. And it's not just them following Chakno, it's them being able to poke him all the while they're doing that.
That's right.
Because they have ways to deal slow damage towards this Khalid.
And Khalid can play proactively. It's one of his main strengths. Rotate where I want to, fight where I want to, engage on who I want to. He's being very reactive. He's forced to be reactive. The push by Kelra, shredding through that gold lane shield. TNC, they're down 2,000 gold now. And forcing an AOG from Kirk. What's the plan here for TNC? How do they farm in a situation like this?
Yeah, because so far everything's working out for Onic. Their farm-heavy heroes are getting the farm that they need. Kirk trying to disrupt another knockup. Oh! Zaida doesn't get to use his retribution. He's the first one taken out from TNC. Brilliance already committed by Lancy. And they're forced to hug their mid lane tier 1, but Super Friends! He's the one on the Lunox this time, but look!
It's the impure rage, Brock. Oh my lord, Lancy. He's still got that brilliance, but it was too little too late. TNC, they have to respect what Onic is bringing.
Yep.
Folks, a gold lead across the board, roll for roll. Looking at the items now, this is not where you want to be at 5 minutes as a Lancelot. He is so underfarmed. Zaida is starving.
It's not the Zaida we're used to seeing at all. I don't even think Onic have been doing much to disrupt his farming. It's just whenever they meet at the objectives, they have this way of dealing with Zaida head on. Is it really just Brusco?
It's Brusco. I think it's also partly Kirk. And the vision that King Kong provides, it allows for Onic to just be super macro-centric. Then Cutie bullies Kelra out. The rest of Onic collapse on him.
Oh, King Kong's able to deal with Benny. Throne of Ruin catching King Kong. Nobody has the traceless, but the fast execution from Zaida. But he gets to receive the way of the dragon. 2 junglers down, but 3 Mars chasing after everyone. But he'll have to gleam out.
2 for 1. Finally, TNC gets something in the exchange. Kelra's not done. Almost takes down Lancy. He gets on out of there. Close call. I think TNC are just giving too much away to Onic. That's the story in the early game. Brigadier, you were wondering, is it because Onic is attacking very specifically the farm of Zaida? No. It's just Zaida's been out of position too often. 2 deaths on a Lancelot early on. That's not how you want to start.
Yeah, he just has his War Axe right now. He used to be a much faster jungler in terms of getting what's needed, but another kick from Brusco turns into a casualty for TNC. 3mar as a tanky Alice can't stand long.
Not as tanky just yet. I think at some point he just understood that he done messed up and he didn't even use the flicker. Didn't even have a moment to gleam away. So Onic will secure that final turtle. 3 for 3, 100% over to the Super Fam. And they're gonna stop Zaida from split pushing. Like, it's that bad.
They honestly feel so locked in right now. Onic, something might have just awakened in them.
Yeah, again, we talked about how in the draft, it seemed like they just focused on themselves first.
Yeah.
And then on a secondary note, allowed for the synergies to find themselves. That's why we see this odd Gatot Kacha XP lane. They just decided, hey, Kirk, just ruin their backline. Just go find a way to stop them from doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's odd, but it's what Onic wants to play. And now they find another kill. Chaknu couldn't get things done. Mountain Shocker still not used by King Kong. He's waiting for the right opportunity. Brusco goes in, but that's just about it. He doesn't need to do much. He just shows himself there. And it felt like an effortless way for Onic to win that team fight.
Brigadier, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
TNC versus Twisted Minds in the play-ins. In this very same spot, game number 4. It looked like TNC had a great draft. TNC was almost poised to take him down, but they stumbled and 3mar comes in.
Kelra predicted the Flicker Throne of Ruin and still had the entropy to get out. It's not the first time we've seen these reflexes from Kelra. He knows when there's such an attempt coming in.
That's what he did earlier with Lancey's Lunox while he was on the Ruby. He just found that perfect. I'm offended. 7.5 up are Onic. 9 minutes in. King Kong, Kelra, and Super Friends have found a way to make this very greedy lineup work. 3 cores, all sharing enough resources on the map, given that it is at the expense of TNC. First core spawns in the upper quarter, and that's it. TNC have no outer turrets left.
Right now, the most they've been able to do in terms of turrets was just damage the top lane tier 1. Another kick from Bruce! Goal!
AOG helping secure the kill on Chaknu. The Mamba is a non-factor in Game 4. Blink and you'll miss it. Onic, take the Lord. This is not favorable. Suddenly, a whole section of the Phoenix Army go quiet.
Maybe Chaknu should not show himself alone anytime soon again. Brusco, without any hesitation, just goes for him when he sees him.
To be fair, it is a delicate balance as a roamer, as a Khalid, to say, I'm not going to show myself, so we have more beneficial jumps. And also, I have to clear these bushes so my cores can farm. Like, where do you put yourself if you're in the Mamba's shoes? It's a lose-lose.
Such a struggle for the Mamba right now. We don't even get to see a successful Raging Sandstorm come in just yet. Maybe the most they could rely on is a counter-engage for Onyx attempts. But they're not risking it just yet. They're just trying to clear the base turrets.
The Super Fam are in the base. Top and bottom have fallen. Mid follows through. Super Fam, Onic, PH, they smell blood in the water.
You can feel the micro decisions coming in. There's just so much damage right now from King Kong. Chaknu's already half HP. TNC clear the Lord, but Kelra just went for the base!
The drops of war beckon. The inevitable